Sacchetti, a close friend of the Diocese of Brooklyn, is the latest victim of the crisis in Haiti. Bishop Pierre Andre Duma of the Diocese of Ansevo-Miragouane in Haiti was seriously injured in an explosion last Sunday. Bishop Duma, who has visited Brooklyn several times, was visiting the capital of Port-au-Prince at the time of the blast. He's being airlifted Thursday to Miami's Jackson Memorial Hospital to undergo treatment for severe burns. Archbishop Thomas Wensky of the Archdiocese of Miami says they'll be receiving Bishop Duma there. Police are still investigating the cause of the blast, saying it may have been a gas explosion. But Archbishop Wensky says he's spoken to a few priests in Haiti who are suspicious and believe it may have been a targeted attack.
Accident or attempt, whatever it was, it's very suspicious given the level of violence in Haiti. But he was severely burned, and basically, Haiti doesn't have the resources to really give him the medical treatment that he needs. And Haiti is really a descent into one of the levels of hell really right now, and everybody is frustrated with the lack of progress and trying to find a solution that will allow Haiti and the Haitians to return to some level of normalcy.
Bishop Duma is in stable condition. He will stay in Florida for the remainder of his treatment, after which Bishop Wensky believes he'll return to Haiti because, quote, the church needs him. Bishop Duma has been outspoken about the violence and lawlessness happening in the Caribbean country. Here to talk more about that is the national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, John Lavenberg. Hi, John.
Hi, Christine.
So, John, the violence in Haiti has only gotten worse. According to the UN, January was their bloodiest month in more than 2 years. The big problem is the gangs, right?
That's right, and that's a problem that continues to grow. At this point, gangs control so many different territories of Haiti. They kidnap, they hold for ransom, and different things like that. So it's just one of the biggest factors in what is a very unstable political situation in the country.
Yeah, and the country's also been in turmoil since the assassination of their president in 2021. Tell us about the political situation there.
Of course, and like I mentioned with the gangs, that goes right in line with the political situation where they have a prime minister who hasn't been able to be confirmed by a parliament that has since dissolved. And with that, there's just instability. No one knows who is in charge, and no one really has a grasp or a vision of how to see this through and get Haiti on a right track.
So what does the future of the church in Haiti look like right now?
Well, as Archbishop Wensky put it to me in that interview that we showed, the church is really the biggest stabling factor in Haiti. The church is the one that provides medical care, hospitality to people there when they need it. They provide the education that they can, and they do this with very little resources. So the church, he talked about how everyone in Haiti is affiliated with a parish. So it's that stabling force for the community, and it's where people can go and turn to and find some sort of light in what is a very dark time for the country.
All right, something we will continue to follow. John Lavenberg, national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, thanks so much for being with us. Be sure to stay with the Tablet and Currents News for continuing coverage of this story. Turning now to the mass chaos at an East Village church on Monday. According to the NYPD, someone entered Immaculate Conception Church and knocked over a statue of Jesus, causing some $4,000 in damage. Currents News' Katie Vasquez has the latest from outside the Manhattan church.
I'm here at Immaculate Conception Church on 14th Street, where a scary scene unfolded for parishioners on President's Day. The NYPD tells us around 10:45 in the morning, a man walked into the church, got into an argument with parishioners, and started throwing things around. He actually knocked down a Jesus statue and some other items. That statue was damaged, and the church is looking to fix it. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and police say that they are still investigating and trying to look for that suspect. People in the area have told me that there have been ongoing criminal activity over the past year. They don't understand the cause, but police are ramping up patrols in this area. And if I could just show you, this patrol car is stationed outside just so that people know that they are safe and that the police can let people know they are in the area. They're canvassing and making sure that everyone feels comfortable. But police, once again, are still looking for that suspect in the incident, and they're hoping to find the man responsible. In the East Village, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
This is the second incident to happen at Immaculate Conception this year. The first was about a month ago. The church's caretaker, John Match, says he was slashed after he confronted a man who was urinating on a nearby car. He says at first the man took off, but came back later to attack him when he was helping a parishioner in a wheelchair. Match received 16 stitches from the incident. Despite the slashing, he told Currents News shortly after the incident he wouldn't hesitate to help his church if it happened again.
If I have to get another one, I'll get it. I don't care. It's the church of the community. I'm not going to let nobody violate our rights. We are fighting, basically, I'm fighting for my parishioners. It's approved. It ain't supposed to be like that.
Police are still searching for the suspect in this case. A landmark ruling in Alabama is already making waves. The state's largest hospital is pausing in vitro fertilization or IVF treatments. This after the state's Supreme Court ruled that frozen embryos can be considered children. The University of Alabama at Birmingham Hospital says it's evaluating whether patients and doctors could face criminal charges for undergoing IVF treatments. The Catholic Church is against IVF, saying it is never acceptable because it removes conception from the marital act and treats the baby as a product. At the same time, Alabama's Attorney General is asking the state Supreme Court to set the date for another execution using nitrogen gas. Alabama was the first state to use the controversial new method a month ago. Pope Francis has publicly spoken out against the death penalty in the past, calling it inadmissible under all circumstances. Finally tonight, in honor of Black History Month, let's take a look at the role Brooklyn played in freeing America's slaves. Nearly 200 years ago, Crown Heights went by another name, and it was home to one of the largest free Black communities in the United States. It was one of the first communities for free Black Americans in the nation, Weeksville. Now, this almost 200-year-old neighborhood is preserved for all to experience at Weeksville Heritage Center in Crown Heights. Historic houses basically untouched by time.
It's a piece of history that's still alive, that's still there. It's tangible. You can see it. You can touch it.
John Lefferts of the Lefferts family dies, and his heirs find out that their family is land rich but cash poor. So they begin a process of, starting to sell off parcels of land.
Some sold to James Weeks, who helped create Weeksville. It was a safe haven for freed Black Americans, created during a time when slavery was still legal in many areas. Safety, which fostered success. The neighborhood produced influential members of society, like the first Black female doctor in New York. The community thrived, too. It had a school, its own newspaper, and 3 Christian churches.
Weeksville represents Black people trying to live out the American dream. They were trying to be self-sufficient. They were trying to be entrepreneurial.
The Weeksville Heritage Center now protects this important history and teaches it to others, creating more opportunity to introduce the world to this hidden historical gem. The Village is hosting special events all February for Black History Month. If you want to visit, just go to weeksvillesociety.org to check their schedule. You can go on a public tour or even schedule a private one. If you want to share your celebrations for Black History Month, just email us at newstips@desalesmedia.org. You can also call our 24-hour number, 718-517-3122. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.